Dr. Russell Moore is the new head of the Southern Baptist Convention's Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission. Through the years, the ERLC has been a major force in engaging Christians to fight the culture wars in the public arena and through politics. In his inaugural address, Dr. Moore took a tone that is different from the past. He suggested there's no such thing as a moral majority, and that the Bible Belt is collapsing, and that the religious right at its worst became a kind of prosperity gospel, promising the American dream plus Jesus.
Dr. Russell Moore joins us now from Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Moore, what do you mean when you say Christians are no longer the moral majority, but the prophetic minority?
Well, I mean, we no longer can pretend that we're a moral majority in this country. I think for a long time, we assumed that most people in America agree with us on basic values and that we're simply adding the gospel to those values. I think as we look around American society right now, it's very clear that a large number of Americans disagree with us about some very fundamental things. I don't think that's anything to panic about or to wring our hands about. I just think that's the normal default position for Christianity in the world, and we need to recognize it and engage as such.
So how does this reality change the way Christians should engage the culture, especially on hot-button issues of the day?
Well, it doesn't mean that we disengage, but it does mean that we understand that we're engaging in a mode that seeks to persuade our neighbors. We don't see our neighbors as already being with us, and we also don't see our neighbors as being our enemies, as opponents to be vaporized. We instead recognize that we're speaking on behalf of Christ, and that our ultimate goal is gospel reconciliation.
What are some of the don'ts right now for Christians engaging in the culture?
Some of the dangers right now when it comes to engaging culture is A, to disengage, to think that our neighbors aren't important and that we shouldn't speak about issues that might be unpopular. But another danger is for Christians to speak with a kind of outrage and a kind of vitriol that we really shouldn't hold. We're people who believe in Jesus Christ. We believe that Jesus Christ is alive. That means that we don't have anything to panic about. We don't have anything to be outraged about. We instead need to recognize that we're fighting a spiritual war that is more significant and more important than any of the little culture wars we have going on around us.
Are you saying that Christians should pull back from politics?
No, Christians shouldn't pull back from politics, but we should engage politics in a different way. I think we should think about politics in a more realistic way, where we recognize that we're going to have small incremental gains at times, but our larger message is one of prophetic witness.
We're seeing an organized push on behalf of some churches that they want to officially endorse candidates from the pulpit. How does that mesh with your outlook?
I don't think that a pastor should endorse a candidate from the pulpit, but I don't think it should be illegal for a pastor to endorse a candidate from the pulpit. I think the government shouldn't be interfering in what goes on within local congregations.
The Christian Post quoted you as saying the Bible Belt is collapsing. The world of nominal cultural Christianity that took the American dream and added Jesus to it in order to say you can have everything you ever wanted in heaven too is soon to be good riddance. What does that say about the state of the church in America today?
I think it's a very optimistic picture of the church and one that should fill us with hope. There was a day when it actually did people something good, culturally and socially and even economically, to be affiliated with the church. Well, the problem with that is you wind up with a powerless, culturally accommodated, nominal church. I think now, with the Bible Belt evaporating around us, we have the opportunity to be the church, to be a sign and witness to the kingdom of God, and that's good news.
Dr. Russell Moore, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on your new post. Great speech and great insight.
Thank you so much.